Hi everyone! So it being the first of the month, Spellbinders has released their new club kits for February of 2023. So hopefully you're finding your way navigating through the new club kits. They did make some changes in January, and yeah, so hopefully you're liking the new items they've brought out and things like that. So these items were sent free of charge for my review, and of course all opinions are my own, and any links on the description box will be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission if you purchase items through those links. So as I'm always saying, or always said in these videos, I get samples, so mine look different than what you'll be receiving. Generally your dies and stamps, all these things are like on carriers, so you have some inspo, maybe some explanation of how to use them if that's what's required. Sometimes the instructions are a little more involved, and they'll have PDF forms that you can download. Not always, but those are always in the, if they have it, they will always be in the product description. So like, let's say you clicked over there, maybe you use my link, maybe you jump over there, however you do. Let's say for the stitching die, I don't know. So all the information will be there for that club, and then down kind of after the explanation of like the sizing and other things, they'll have like a PDF that you can download. Not always, but if they do have it, that's where it will be, and that's generally with any product that they have. They always will have it just after the description if they do have something like that for you. So again, new changes continue on this month here. The new quick and easy card kit this month is called Spring Delight. There is a little add-on set. We'll talk all about that. The embossing folders, the 3D and your basic embossing folder, we'll talk about that, and all the other items. So generally I put them on a board like this so we can check it out, and it is tight fit this month, so everything is on here. That's the clear stamp of the month. I'll put that back in just a minute. But with the quick and easy card kit, again, it does not come with stamps or dies anymore, so I'll go through what it does have. But this is an add-on set of dies that you can pick up. It is more dies than they used to put in like the little die sets that came in the kit, the monthly kit generally, but this month it has a little hoppy spring. It's like an embedded kind of design in the teacup if you want to use that, you know, that way, or you don't have to use it. That's why it's separate. Has a little handle. That little bunny just in there kind of chilling in his little cup and his little mug. Flowers, little pinwheel looking fun piece, which I know I'll use for lots of other things. That is really a sweet design. Leaves and flowers and all that stuff. So that's the add-on die. I believe they called it Spring Tea. Again, add-on to this guy. And the add-ons are things that you will pick up in the actual Spellbinders site, like the store. It's not a browse function like they used to have back in the day with the club kits, okay? So that's where you will see them, but again, I'll have them all linked in the description box. And so this is the card kit of the month, the Spring Delight. So let's bring this out and see what we have. Card bases, and you know what, I might have misspoke last month because it seemed to me it was the same amount like when I touched them, but it's 8 cards and 8 envelopes. So I believe previously it was 10 of each. I'm just looking at this now because it says 8 cards and 8 envelopes. There are 20 A2 card panels. We'll talk about that in just a minute. Pattern paper, cardstock stickers, puffy stickers, chipboard embellishments, sequins, die-cut shapes, foam squares, and adhesive tape in this month. This is what the kit looks like. Generally, my card kit samples are what you receive also. So it comes in that bag as you saw, and they're just showing some different ways you might want to match up your, basically your ephemera pieces, right? The die cut pieces that are already in here. So 8 cards and envelopes. These are the 20 card panels, which are cut down to A2 size. So there's like 4 of this kind of minty green, of this yellow, like a brighter yellow, of the pink, the light blue, and the dark blue. And since each one of these is A2, it's essentially 5 pieces of cardstock that were cut down, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And they're cut down perfectly matte on your A2 size card bases. What I did last time around is I like embossing these, so just to give them a little texture, and you're good to go if you're wanting to use that as a whole background. Let's look at the paper, since we're looking at paper right now. And again, more pared down on this one, so they are single-sided. as in the previous kits. So look at this little guy. Oh my gosh, look how tiny the little foiling is on this. I don't know if you can see that every little flower has a little foil dot. I know it's hard to see, but it's there. Little granny goose there. This one is more of just like a posies, kind of wildflower background. We have a really sweet pink model background. I was gonna say with bows, and those are butterflies. As you can see, kind of like a green check pattern gingham, I suppose. Oh, the sweet, kind of like alphabet, very school related looking to me. And then this pink check, which is really sweet. Green mottled background with little tiny white flowers. The white paper with like a blue or maybe black scallop. It might be dark blue. Oh, that lemon paper, just gorgeous. With those beautiful corals and orange, kind of yellow colors in there. Again, little floral, more geometric floral with the gold foil here and there. This one's like a pink, kind of like lacy scallop kind of look. I don't know if you can see that very well. It's more of a muted color. A little sun background. Oh, this is so cute. Oh my gosh, I love it. All the little desserts. Adorable. This one's a very light pale green with the little flowers, and again that little gold dots of foiling. It's really like just tiny and petite in there. This one's cute little, again, blue background with like little wildflowers here and there. A beautiful kind of goldenrod. Looks much more yellow on camera, but in real life it's more orangey. Kind of has like a mosaic pattern in it, which you can see better on camera than in real life, which is interesting. Look at the little bunny in his little cup, again with that add-on. So it's kind of something like this, you know, what you end up with. Super cute. Pinwheels. Again, we have pinwheels in the kit there, or like something that looks approximate pinwheels. A circular pattern that altogether looks real geometric and odd. Like you see how it looks all crazy. I don't know, on the camera it looks real crazy, but it's a lot of circles and they're just like interlocking. And then here are this beautiful like mosaic kind of background. Really, really pretty. And then we have the sequins, and it reminds me of Easter grass. You know how Easter grass is like the very kind of iridescent kind of green. Really, really cute. And then again, big roll of double-sided tape, and then your foam adhesive is in there. We have the chipboard embellishments. Really cute. Love the little umbrella there. Look at the little wagon again, little pinwheels here and there. Oh, it's like a little lemon tree getting ready to be planted. He's a bare root tree there. Picked up several bare root trees while we were getting our trees going at our house. We have some puffy stickers. I always call them Jet Puff. They call them puffy stickers here. Delight, fun, bliss, lovely. Lots of really sweet words there, and just a cute colorway. Really, really sweet. And then these are, I want to see what they're calling these, cardstock stickers. And there are quite a few, because I can feel it's pretty thick. But again, they are cardstock stickers, so the thickness probably comes from that. Let's check these guys out. And again, I've been using stickers more and more for like rosettes, bow centers, things like that. Really, really sweet. So these are nice and big, always remember. And again, they have a paper, like matte feel, so you can write on them, like if you wanted to stamp it here or write on them. Open your heart to life's possibilities. Hello friend, heart of gold. A lot of gold foil on those. Look at the little swan. Today is filled with joy. You're so sweet. And there's that little guy in his little cup again. Super cute. Love the little tabs. All these words here. Happy day, my friend. My happy place is with you. Rise and shine. Happy Easter. So happy you're you. Things like that. Love that. And then these are more stylized with the bloom and smile. Looks like painted banners or something. Super cute. Oh, look at this one. Adorable with the foiling. And then all of the die cuts, and there's always tons of die cuts. Look at there's a little toad on top, like a little frog. Oh my gosh. Rocking chair. I mean, there's just a ton of, you know, the desserts, kind of like what we saw earlier on the paper. There's like a plant stand here. I can see like a lamp post. I see umbrellas in there, a cake, lots of little flowers, and there's always 2 of each, and there's always tons. So there's that rocking chair, cute little tree, oh, the coffee mug, or cup, should I say, which we love. A little door, strawberries. I mean, it's just a fun, lots of eclectic different items that all coordinate with the color. Oh, I see a cute little like butterfly, mothy kind of butterfly over here. Oh, there's another one. This little white one, this little kind of mustard color one with foiling. Just lots and lots of die cut pieces. So I'm going to package this back up right quick, and then we'll go on and look at the clear stamp of the month. Okay guys, so let's check out the clear stamp of the month, which is right here, and those are the dies. If you could do the clear stamp with the dies. Again, the total package is what I'm showing you, which is basically everything, including the dies that go along with the clear stamp. And the clear stamp is a photopolymer stamp. It's lovely, and this one, it is called Pocket Bunny, and then the die set, which would be the add-on. Well, not so much an add-on, like I said. You can do the clear stamp for the month, you can do the clear stamp with the die, and then they both come together in the total package, and some of the other value packages, I suppose. So just really, really cute. I mean, look at this little guy and his little pocket. Again, we see this imagery later in some of the other kits. Sending a pocket full of happiness. Have a beautiful day, happy Easter, and hopping by to say hi. And then the extra little bits here. We have this little bunny and his little Easter egg. Nice size. And then this one with the beautiful floral spray there. And just to give you an idea, this is almost, looks like 2 3/4 inches tall. This one's about the same, so nice focal points, 2.5 inches or so. And then the dies cut all the wording, which is really nice, should I say. And then we have the one that cuts the egg, and then the little guy in the pocket, and this one is more of a image that you would just have, you know, stamped there. And then we have, let's do the embossing folders. I kind of just go in order of that way. So we have the embossing folder of the month, and then the 3D embossing folder of the month. And this is your standard embossing folder. It will fit through most machines. You know, nothing super special. It's just what you're going to run through as far as your sandwich is what I'm talking about right now. Your basic sandwich, right, that you would do with any embossing folder. And then the 3D embossing folder, you will need an adapter plate or some system where it will work, or you can figure it out, right, with your machine, how much pressure you need to make that work, because it is a thicker folder. I don't know if you can tell right now. I mean, it's negligible the way it looks, but this is thicker than this guy. A little bit. So this is the regular embossing folder, or your standard embossing folder, should I say, and this hydrangea blooms. As you can see, it's tons of little hydrangeas, my favorite flower, and you know, their leaves, and then like little mop heads that we have here of hydrangeas. The embossing folders are, they emboss 8.5 by 5.5. They are a little bit bigger than that though, so they're like 8 3/4 by 5 3/4, I believe, the actual folder. So just to have that information, yeah, for your machines. And just a beautiful design. The difference with the 3D embossing folders is where these kind of have curves and, you know, high and low points. These guys, standard embossing folder is just kind of up, over, down, up, over, down, you know, whatever it is that the design is. And you can kind of tell that by looking at. And then these guys are more like scooped in, more like sculptured, you know, like sculpted, should I say. Excuse me. And so that's what makes the difference. And so they are a little thicker because you want to get that in your paper, and you need a thicker item to do that with. So this is Spring Burst, and it is absolutely gorgeous. I mean, look at this. Like these big ferns in the background, or, you know, are just so pretty. I mean, look at these big flowers. A half kind of a side profile on that one. And again, wherever you put your paper, you're going to get, you know, a different little area. Let's say you just put your paper up in this corner, you're going to have this beautiful thing, or down over here, or if you do it sideways, or, you know, just all the different areas you can place your paper and get those beautiful images. So really, really gorgeous. And these both will be in the total package. So just so you know, if you are in total package and you want to utilize your 3D embossing folders, you're going to need a different kind of sandwich for that. And the small die of the month, which is called Floral Mini Tiles. And you might look at this and think, okay, what's going on? They are so cute. It's these tiles, like this one I can show you is like maybe 1.5 inches, a little smaller. They have inlays, so you can do a background piece and then the inlay. And basically what these are doing, kind of like with the reflection dies that they do, so you're gonna have all these little pretty flowers and like different layering flowers, the centers, all these different things that will then match up into these portions. So like, I don't know if you can see, like in here, you might have this guy here and this guy here, and then the piece, the accent piece on top of that. So it just depends what this is calling for. And of course, on your carrier sheet, you'll have the images for that. So you'll be able to pair these guys up. Look at the beautiful centers. Again, these guys can layer over these guys, and you know, it just depends where you want to place them that make all these guys work. So it's just really sweet. Just put a couple on your card and I think it'll look really lovely, or just a whole bunch of tiles. I mean, play with them however you like. Again, they don't all have to have the inlay. You can do some tiles that are just background and some with the flowers. I think it's gonna be really gorgeous. And that's the small die of the month. The large die of the month I have over here, and hopefully you can get it in here, and it's kind of coming into the stitching die of the month, but this is the large die of the month, and it has a ton of dies, you guys. Oh my goodness. So this is the spring reflection, and generally they can just give you this one piece, and this one piece will cut both, you know, the top and the bottom because they're basically the same, but they're giving us 2 different ones, so that's really, really cool. 2 different pieces, so you can play around with it a little bit differently. What I love is that it has the outer die to make your whole, you know, matte layer, or however you want to play with that. Let me get a measurement on that guy just to see. And I'm measuring like the cut lines. Yeah, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, so it cuts a standard A2 size whole card front. What I love is that they're putting 2 different images in here for these pieces. These are not inlays, they're just their own piece, so you can cut this twice and have like this kind of leaf look, or this other one that's more geometric, and you would cut it twice and you'd have one for either side. They have this gorgeous centerpiece that you can frame up with the outer piece and make a frame, or just use it as a matte layer. And then of course those 2 gorgeous reflections that definitely have different styles. So I love that. I love that they included 2 different things, so you can play with this in so many different ways. Layering flowers. This piece doesn't inlay, it's just to put it on the carrier and look nice. That's how they did it, but like that piece will have its own piece, then this guy will be on top. It's not an inlay. If you run it together, you're gonna have a little tiny frame like this. Okay, so I would just keep those separate, but of course we'll tutorialize all that and we'll talk about it then. This little piece here that has a layering piece that you can do Happy Easter, an inlay piece, thank you, and Hello Spring. Flowers, 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 and centers, and all that kind of gorgeous stuff to finish off your beautiful reflection piece. I love their reflection dies. I'm just so happy that they, honestly, that they have all these different designs so you can play with it in so many different ways. I think that's really great. So same flowers, just different, you know, ways to make your little like bouquets. The stitching die of the month is called Pocket Full of Spring, and then there's an add-on Pocket Full of Sentiments, and I believe I have that, and I don't have it here, so I will bring it out. If I have it, I'll bring it out whenever I do reviews this stitching, but it's more sentiments that go in here, so if you want the add-on for the pocket, it's just several more sentiments that would fit in here. So we have, you know, all these stems. You can see that the little centers, and those centers are just a nice glue area so you can stick them on, right? So we have several of those. We have our leaves that you can stitch. We have flowers that you can stitch. This flower is really interesting. So we have this kind of daffodil looking flower here, so you have this piece that you can layer on top of here, but you also have a middle piece that you can also stitch if you would like. You have layering pieces, because if you don't want to put that, you can do that, or you go ahead and put your stitching piece in there and you can do that. And so you can stitch, not stitch, have a background piece. I mean, however it is that you want to use them. I do enjoy that it is separate, so I think that's really great. And then down here, the pocket itself with the cute little like jean, like typical stitch. You have the word Happy Birthday. These are the kind of that do impressions, so they push in really, really well. And Happy Spring, there's also an extra little bit that you can cut it out and layer it on if you want to use it that way, or just inlay them. And that is the stitching die over here. And at the end here, I have the Glimmer of the Month. It's called Tulip Border, and I did bring out the foil. It does say colors may vary, but this is generally what you're going to be getting is magenta, so just something really nice pop of color. I love that. Something different and fun. And this is the tulip border. So it is nice and big. And let's see here, end to end it looks like 5.5 inches, and the highest tulip looks like it reaches up like 3 1/8. And then you have this edge die that, of course, these are glimmer plates, so you would glimmer it. If you want to just have it on there, great. If you want to cut it, you can do that. The reason they don't quite sit together really well is because it goes into this area here, so it makes it really nice and delicate when you do cut it with the border. So that's really nice. And it comes with this die, and then the plate that says sending flowers and a smile, and then also the words hope blooms is another plate that come with the glimmer this month. So that is everything, I believe. What I'm gonna do is clear the decks, and we'll try some of these items out, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so in today's video I am gonna go ahead and use the quick and easy card kit, and what I'm going to do is probably just bring out some of the card bases and use more of the pattern paper this time. I think last month I was showing how doing the embossing and things like this, and we'll just layer up some papers and have some fun with the different die cuts. So that's what I'm going to do, and you can see, follow along here where I'm kind of cutting down papers. Maybe I'll match them up with some of the plain papers here are cardstock, and just having fun with the ephemera and things. So that's what you'll see coming up next. watching that. I know I did a little music over what I was doing. I just wanted to do something really different and fun. I mean, I had a lot of fun with this because the Ruffles, you know, it is layering weight paper, so it's thinner weight paper, and it was super easy to just put some tape down and just make your ruffle as you go along. It was about an inch of paper, I think is what I used there, and then just topped it off with some of the ephemera pieces, and I thought that was really, really cute. The stickers there, and on this one, again, you know, there aren't really numbers. What I did was just kind of eyeballed what I wanted to do. So in the background, I have a pink paper that is 4 1/8 by 5 3/8, so just a little bit smaller. Trim down that pink paper, trim down the paper that goes on top of that to 4 by 5 1/4. This strip here, this pink strip, is 1 1/2 inches by 4 1/4. The next one down is 1 3/8 by 4 1/4. Layer those, but behind that I just put some tape down and just got a piece of the paper 6 inches wide, so I kind of just kept that in mind. Cut it down to about 3 inches, and then I just took a piece off of it like at an angle, so just at a sharp angle. I mean, you can go from the very tip of the paper up. I just kind of left a little bit alone and then went up in this direction, and then I just kind of ruffled it behind this as long as it would go from one side to the other, and so you're only overlapping just a little bit. And it looks like a ruffle, like a curtain almost, with that band there. And then I just topped it off with some ephemera. So just some really fun things, playing with ruffles, having a fun time. Yeah, super easy, guys. So thanks for watching. Thank you so much, Spellbinders, for sending these items for review. I'll have images coming up. I'll have the links in the description box. And I'll see y'all at the next one. Bye now.